Hello, Miss Iona. Good morning. Well, yes, it is morning, honey. It's after 12. Good morning to you, sweetheart. I hope you had a great Saturday. Hey, Miss Jumper Joy, you knew I was coming. Honey, I've been trying to ignore this so non existent as biatch. What's up, Dimples J? Hey, Demetria. You knew somebody was coming. She don't know how to leave people alone, Demetria. And it's so funny because she over there saying when she get the calling me and TRW name and all this old stuff. My girl gone, Dimples J, her gone. Girl, and Dimples J, why she had a nerve to tell me, Mama, I am 10. Can you let me grow up? Um, I just I need to be with my friend. She's at her godmama house. And y'all know her godmama is my first, y'all know I love to say this, my first cousin being my oldest first cousin. And all the little my little girl cousins, they love to pal up at Tanika house. And she left me, Dimples J, and my honey. Gotta get up earlier because I gotta get her to get her church clothes and stuff because she wanna go to church. But yeah, honey, I'm up, and unlike you, Bama, I'm not gonna say I just so happened to stumble upon your live. No, bitch, I seen that you were live, and I hopped in your bushes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, like you, Miss Iona said her birthday October the 1st. So would you be? Are you a Libra? Yeah, I wouldn't change over to Libra. I think you would. You be Miss Iona? What's up, Tasha T? She don't know when to stop. It ain't even about stopping. Just shut the fuck up if you don't want nobody to come out here and cuss your ass out. And see, y'all know with me, if she speak on my child, I'm gonna speak on hers. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hey, cousin. Hey, pretty little butterfly. I reacted to your one of your Facebook things today, and you are forever and always in my prayers. I love you, boo. But this is the thing. She started calling TRW names. She's talking about TRW son is gonna be gay. Okay, you are a Libra. One of the best signs it is. You know, my mama is the bestest Libra in my eyes. But she's saying that he gonna be gay because for whatever reason he done had the I guess when TRW had fell or whatever, he had to see her pom pom or something like that. What's up, Kendra Boo? I don't think that'll make him gay. Like, I don't think that's traumatizing for a son or a daughter. Vice versa, like, okay, if it's your daddy and they need help, I don't think that's traumatizing to help your parents, when they're down and they can't do stuff for themselves. But Bama, what I want to ask you, what are you gonna be traumatized for? For having to raise your son legs up like he a 6-month-old baby and clean balls and all, like wipe out between his ass crack and shit like that. Are you traumatized? Is that why you drink so much? And as far as you study talking about, oh, you gonna be going to prison, you going to prison. Bam, I got one question for you, sweetheart. If I do go to prison, is your son done is he gonna be done graduated or started back walking when I get out of prison? Just answer that one question. And you said my baby dumb. You said Katie is a dumb little hairy monster, whatever you call them, with some monster. Huh? I guarantee you, at 10, Katie can graduate faster than your son did, bitch, because you just gave up on that motherfucker. Didn't try to go to the school and get nothing. Didn't try to have nothing sent to your house for him to graduate or none of that. And baby, if I go to prison, guess what? I have, concerning my kids, I have accomplished and seen pretty much everything that I want to see. You know my motto, right? I ain't killed nobody, so I won't be gone for life. I will be back. Now the question is, like I said, if I go, when I come home, is your son gonna have his diploma? Is he gonna be walking again? And you don't call this shot like, bitch, shut up. Y'all so ready for a motherfucker to go to prison. Why? Because y'all do know in prison you can have cell phones. And don't let me get no, if I do go, don't let me get no fucking cell phone in there because I'm supposed to still be going live on you hoes right in prison. Now, I don't want to speak that into existence, you know what I'm saying? But since y'all want to talk about it, let's talk about it. I'm going to still be going live on you motherfuckers. I just will hope they don't send me in no county and have me waiting in no county for no long ass time. I know you are, pretty little butterfly. I know you are. What is, oh, she brought you up? I don't know, Tasha T. I don't know what she said about you, girl. She just be babbling and going on, not making no sense and shit like that. Like I can't listen to her long. I cannot listen to the bitch long at all because she's so stupid. I can't stand when somebody try to play the victim like you start shit with people. And Bama, yes, you started with me. Everybody know how that went. You started with me, and now you want to be the victim. That's not how it works for you or for nobody else. Say shit with your chest. Stand on what you stand on. And Kendra, I'm glad you in the chat. You had commented on my live the other day when I had the panel, and I hope you heard the whole live. Like I said, different people was coming into the chat saying Rita said this, Rita said this. It was cleared up. I don't know who Precious Walker is, but Precious Walker was like, just go listen for yourself, which I didn't go listen for myself because I really, I didn't care after certain people went to sin. I was like, okay, I really don't give a damn. And as far as you and Chrissy, for whatever Chrissy thinks that I'm so happy that y'all argued, no. I don't like Chrissy. It has nothing to do with Kendra. And that's that on that. Like, I'm a content creator. I can react and say what I want. But did that mean I was so excited that y'all was having y'all little thing? No. Don't ever think that. And after today, that won't even be spoken about, not by me. Why she talking about I got egg in my face? No. And if it wants you on the phone, Chrissy, it wants you on the fucking phone. Like, bitch, you let me get under your skin too bad. Half of the time, I just be trolling you and you don't even get that. Trolling the hell out of your ass and you don't even realize I'm just fucking with you just to be fucking with you. Hell yeah, talking about I have. Okay, so you. Okay, I heard her say something about what shit bag gonna do. She's so worried about everybody shitting and who can't shit and stuff like that. Honey, if you want to be, well, what kind of doctor is that? I don't even know what the name of that doctor is to check for people that have shit issues and stuff. But girl, if you want to give somebody is it what thing is a colonoscopy? Girl, you want to be a colonoscopy doctor? Just fucking say that with your weird black ugly ass. And I don't have much to say to you. Only thing I wanted to say was, bitch, if I go to prison, honey, just make sure while I'm gone, you get a lot of shit accomplished, ho. You live right around the corner from the 7-Eleven. Like, bitch, motherfuckers know where you at in real time, ho. Real time. Make sure you said for me to upgrade my life, then you changed and it was like, nah, I don't want you to do that. Cause you finna go to prison. Bitch, well, why I am in prison, if I do go, you make sure you upgrade your motherfucking life. Don't let me go nowhere and come back and you still ain't even got 1,000 subscribers, bitch, cause that would be real motherfucking dreadful. You got a whole squad behind your motherfucking ass, bitch, and can't get to 1K to make your son walk again, bitch. And I ain't gonna go too low with your motherfucking son, cause he's already a fucking paraplegic. It ain't too fucking far I can go, honey. It ain't too low I can go. But you do know, when I say that word, Miss Ion, I'm just gonna say a shit doctor. You do know I will go low, but I don't want to. Cause you non-existent. You don't matter on this damn app, bitch. You another do girl. You an ass kisser. And Tasha T said I don't have any of those issues. I don't know where she get this whole everybody can't shit and all this old type of stuff, honey. I got IBS. Kendra, if you still here, would you tell these people that we? Cause I think you said you got IBS too. We can shit. I can shit. Baby, especially if I done ate the wrong damn thing, I'ma shit too damn much. IBS do not make you not shit like Bama. You is so stupid. IBS don't make you not shit, sweetheart. If I eat too much spicy shit, now one thing it will do, I be throwing up and sick at the fucking stomach and shit like that. Shitting too damn much. But bitch, when it comes to shitting, thank you, Kendra. I have IBS. I shit too much. Kendra, thank you. What how Monica say? Gotta let them know. Bitch, let her know. Like, bitch, I don't have no fucking shit problem. And I think that is so disgusting to just sit up and talk about who shitting and you shitty. Bitch, you know the motherfucker that's probably shitty from the short that we seen. Either I know it ain't no blood because she too fucking old to be having the circulation. Ruby ain't coming to see her no more, bitch. Oxygen Queen Wise is the motherfucker that's shitty, bitch. And we seen the shit in her motherfucking on her shorts, on her short, dumbass bitch. Like, learn, just Google IBS and the signs and the symptoms and stuff like that. Now I don't know what TRW got going on and shit. Tasha T says she ain't got none of them issues, but bitch, I'm speaking for Bell Pepper knows, bitch. I can shit. It's just a lot of shit I don't eat because I don't want my stomach all fucked up. And Kendra can attest to that too, honey. It's just a lot we can't eat because it will really, really fuck your stomach up and have you shitting way too much. Nobody has time for that. I drink something daily. Now, I don't know if you do, Kendra, but it's this stuff I drink, girl. It's some clear shit I drink. I drink a cap full of that every day, along with my medicine, to keep my bowels regular, honey, because when they ain't regular, that's when the fucking problem comes along. Smooth Boo is a good tea bag. What is it for like stomach problems, Miss Iona? Hey Miss Clemens, how you doing? My mama has IBS test. Yeah, see, some thank you for that too, Kendra, because some have it where they can't they don't have bowel movements at all. Like they can go week, 2 weeks sometimes and won't have a bowel movement. Now, when I first I'm so glad you said that, Kendra. When I first was diagnosed in 2000 and I want to say it was 21, I couldn't. I hadn't had a bowel movement, girl, in like two, almost 3 weeks. And that's when they did the colonoscopy. And oh, God, that was awful. I don't never want to have to do it again. And that's when I found out about the IBS. And then you have others who, like I think yours is probably like mine's, it be mixed. Sometimes it's regular, like, and I don't want to just be nasty with it, but sometimes it's a hard poop, and then sometimes it's not a hard poop. But bitch, who wants to just sit up and talk about shit and shit and shit and shit and shit? I don't. It's just my stomach, honey. Then I don't know about you, Kendra, but sometimes my stomach can get real big. Cause they was on here saying I was pregnant. In your voice, I was pregnant. Girl, honey, because I was real backed up at one point in time. Honey was drinking all that burn shit. And I don't even think it was so much as me being backed up. Because I was drinking them 6 packs like they was damn bottles of waters of ginger real, honey. I had got real, real, real swelled up, girl. And they was saying I was pregnant. I ain't been no damn pregnant. 3 children, honey. That's it and that's all. My mama takes something added to make her. I have two too. Even with my regular medicine, I have to. And I don't really necessarily do it every day, but I can tell like if I go a day or two and I haven't had a bowel movement, I'ma drink me some, honey. Now I ain't gonna drink no whole bunch because I know the consequences of drinking a whole bunch. I've been had these issues before. For real, damn, well, you been had a long time, Kendra. Mine just came about in 2021. And they can't even tell you what causes this shit. That was the crazy part. Girl, Kendra, when I had first went to have it, I got scared, baby. They had put my IV in and everything, girl. The memories still be popping up on my Facebook page. Girl, they had put my IV in the first time I was supposed to go do it. Honey, when I tell you I took that IV out myself, I was in Pine Bluff. And the only reason I got scared is because Pine Bluff is not a very good hospital. And y'all know I don't highway drive. Like I can drive to Pine Bluff, I can drive to the casino, like to West Hill. It's interstate driving that I'm not good at. And I couldn't drive myself to Little Rock. I don't know what the heck Mama was doing that day. Mama was working days, and I was a real big girl then. Had my own kind of stuff. Honey, they put that IV in there. I got so scared. I took that IV out, baby, and took the hospital sheet and squeezed down like they would do with the little cotton ball till my arm stopped bleeding. Honey, I had blood all over them people's sheets. It was so shameful. Baby, and I got my ass in that car and I came back to Stuttgart and I was in the bed, I know, for a week, balled up in fetal position, honey. I was in so much pain. And my auntie had came and she was my Aunt Faye, y'all know my favorite auntie. She had came and she was like, you need to take your butt back to that hospital. I said, well, I'm not gonna go to that hospital. But I ended up going to the emergency room out here in Stuttgart and they sent me to Little Rock, and that's when I got my diagnosis. And they finally, what they did, the colonoscopy, and I came back. Yes, Google Smooth Move, excellent, laxative. Oh, I just don't like tea miss out on it, but let me screenshot it. I Googled it. But the stuff, I can't think of the stuff I drink, but it worked real good. And like I said, I don't have to drink it every day. It will switch up on you when it's next year. Your stomach, man, will swell up like you pregnant, girl. Kendra, you know. It will make you very, very. I'm living it. But mine ain't been bad here lately. Like if you, mine's Kendra, like spicy food. I can't drink no juice. I don't drink any juice. Like have never liked Kool-Aid. Apple juice, grape juice, cranberry juice, any type of juice gonna fuck my stomach up. Spicy foods is really gonna do me bad. It's just I know what to eat and what not to eat to keep mine from just getting all the way out of control. I do believe us getting pregnant real young. For real? Oh dang. I'ma have to research that. Cause you know I was 15 when I got pregnant with Tay. And I was 16 when I had him. I ain't heard that, Kendra. I'm gonna have to research that. I was telling Mama before Mama went to bed. I was telling Mama about this movie that you want us to watch. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna put it up on my phone when I get ready to lay down. I probably fall asleep on it, but I'm gonna watch it. Jesus Christ loves you. Come to Christ, baby. I know Jesus loves me. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Okay, all right, Mike. I know he loved me, honey. I know he loved me, and I know he got me cradled in the palm of his hand. He do. Yeah, I got big things. Bam, I'm done with your ass. You ain't talking about shit. Shut up. Like I said, bitch. If I go to prison, just make sure when I come home, your son been got his diploma and that he's walking again. That's all I gotta say to you. Let me see who else I wanted to address. I was going to address you, Lucinda. But seeing that you don't get views unless you put my name or Oxygen Queen Ross name in your title, I'm gonna let you have your field day. And then I did see that you went to a funeral today, and I wouldn't dare bother you. and you're grieving. The same grace I gave Oxygen Queen Ross the time she was laid up in the hospital looking just as sick as she do today. And she was trying to argue. I told her, bitch, I'm not gonna kick you while you down, ho. I'm gonna wait till they release your ugly ass from that hospital, then I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out. But you, Day Day, on the other hand, Day Day, what happened to your video, sweetheart? What you say, dunt the dunt or whatever you was calling me? What happened to your video, girl? They snatched that motherfucker down. Cause you don't know how to just get on here and talk, but you gotta go to wishing this and oh, you wanna fight the kids and you wanna beat up on the children, out of those stupid shit. Bitch, if you ever in your life think you could touch my child, hun, I'ma tell you the same thing I told Tonya years ago. Bitch, I'm waiting. I'll wait. You think that ear on the side of your motherfucking head, little bitch, it'll be as little as my motherfucking pinky nail. And y'all know I ain't got not no damn nails, bitch. You will never touch my fucking child, bitch. You will never fucking touch me, hoe. If a motherfucker dropped me off where you was or dropped you off where I am, you will not touch my child, girl. So shut the fuck up when you talking about some fucking fighting on some kids, bitch. I knew you was gonna come out because you was angry. And I know how to make you angry. You so fucking predictable. And don't ever in your life, let me tell you something. In your life, in your life. Like, bitch, don't ever in your life think you can compare your mama looks to my mama looks, bitch. Ever. My mama will be, oh Lord, I always get confused on mama age. 60 something. I want to say 65 or 66. Next month on the 18th. Your mother is not even 60. And she's hooked up to an oxygen cord that can go from here to fucking Brentwood, bitch. Her hairline looked like she got cradle cap, and her mom or her auntie, Sharoni, since Allegra's a dead bitch, Sharoni needs to be getting. Oh, damn, I told y'all, my kids ain't never had cradle cap, so I don't even know what to do for the damn cradle cap. Maybe put some Crisco oil on the head or something. I don't know. I don't know what the hell you put on cradle cap, but whatever it is, bitch, your mammy need that shit on the head. Bitch, you looks. And then that was a real pretty picture. Like, bitch, that was an older picture, honey. I had just got my mama all dolled up for her class reunion and stuff, bitch. Girl, you Oxygen Queen Ross could never. Bitch, with my mama little bitty legs she got now, honey. What you be saying, eggs with legs or whatever. Bitch, your mama could never. Your mama is 50 some years old, worried about her fucking ass leaving, bitch. Tell them when you die to bury your ass face down, ho, since that's so much what you worried about is a fucking ass at your big, large ass age. You don't want your ass to leave. I done told y'all, mama always say she had this fine, nice shape like I did, honey, before I got the ham churn and stuff like that. I ain't never seen it. But bitch, your mama swear she was a coke ball or shaping all of those shit like that. Bitch, I ain't never seen that either, ho. And I don't believe you had with your blind motherfucking ass. Yes, I was 15 too, and I had when I was 16. I threw up. Oh, see, see, I was finna say with your first pregnancy, I forgot your first pregnancy was your only pregnancy. I did not. Kendra, let me tell you, girl. The first time I went to the doctor, see, I was so young and so fucking dumb and green. Tay Daddy, my oldest boy baby daddy, was my first. And I have never had a regular cycle. The first time I went to the doctor, they told me what I was having. Well, at first they was saying that they was getting two heartbeats, girl, and they was telling me I was having twins. But my very first doctor visit, girl, I found out I found out it was a boy, and they was saying that it was another one in there, but they couldn't tell the gender. And when I went back, honey, it was only one child. Now with King, I threw up every day. I found out I was pregnant with King when I was, and this the funny part, Kendra, you're gonna laugh so hard. You know, Tay is 25, King is 18. I was a child when I got pregnant with Tay and didn't cry at all. Once my grandma gave me my talk and told me, like, because, honey, I thought I was going to be shunned from the family because you know how I was raised or whatever. Once my grandma talked to me and my great granddad, because my great granddaddy was still living too, and my grandpa, just my regular papa, mama did. And didn't nobody treat me no different and stuff. Honey, I was fine because I knew mama couldn't whoop me because at the time mama was going through her chemo and her radiation. So I ain't cried nothing, honey. I was a little ashamed, because I was the first person in my class to have a child. But baby, let me tell you, Kendra, I was in a full blown relationship with the greatest man I have ever had. This is my ugly baby daddy. This is King daddy, the ugly one. Honey, I was 20 some 20 some years old, girl. I just didn't want no more children. Baby, I hadn't been sick not a day, Kendra. Went and found out I was going to get on my birth control because I had been taking the depot shot from the time I had King clean on up to, like, I think I took myself off of it for a year, Kendra, just to clean my body out because on that depot you don't have a cycle. So all of those years from when I had Tay till that year I took off of the depot shot, I hadn't had a cycle. So I wanted to clean my body out. My grandma had got the fussing and stuff like that. Girl, stayed off, was going to the doctor to get back on birth control, girl, and got there and was 9 whole weeks pregnant, child. When I tell you, honey, I cried like I should have cried when I was 16 years old, and I'll never forget y'all. I called mama. I called mama before I called James. And I was like, Mom, I'm girl, Mom. Oh, baby, I'm crying like somebody that died. And she was like, girl, what is wrong? I said, I'm pregnant. She was like, well, what you crying for? I don't want no more kids. I don't want no more kids. Baby, I had a whole heart attack. So then I called him. He was at work. I was like, James, I got something to tell you. Still crying. And King is his only child. He is the only child, and King is his only child. I told James I was pregnant. And Kendra, this nigga said, by who? Girl, we is living together. And I wasn't cheating on his ass then, honey. That man said by who, baby? I broke down and went to crying even more. Like, what do you mean by who? You, of course. And the day I found out I was pregnant with King, I threw up the whole pregnancy. I lost so much weight, but King was 7 pounds. Katie was the only one who was small, and Katie was the preemie. Tay was the biggest, then Katie. I mean, then King, and Katie was the smallest. Katie went for 4 pounds. I was pregnant twice. The second one. Oh man, see. That's something I couldn't. I I don't think I could do that, Kim. That's what happened to my grandbaby girl. That's what happened to my grandbaby. And I can't stand the bitch, Kendra. I don't know if you heard my live when I was talking about this. The bitch aborted a whole six. She was 6 months pregnant, girl. It was a boy. And I be trying to say, I don't want to say that I hate her, but I can't stand her, Kendra. I can't stand her. At first, I was so upset. I was so upset. And then I got to thinking, well, maybe, I know for a fact everything happens for a reason. And she had got to acting stupid with my son and want to argue. And the bitch felt like she was so entitled to call and tell my baby, his baby is hungry, all this so stupid type of shit. No, the baby ain't hungry, bitch. You is hungry. So I just finally concluded, like, okay, that couldn't have been who God wanted my child to have a baby by because he wants a family. And her ex, honey, used to beat her all upside her fucking head, and she's just used to dysfunctional ass shit, and she would just act out, trying to make my son act just as stupid as her ex. So now, at first, Kendra, and y'all, like, I was hurt. I was real hurt about it because I wanted me a grandbaby. But I said everything happens for a reason. So, you know, it is what it is. But I just couldn't believe, honey. I don't even know where the hell she went because I know it can't happen here in Arkansas. She had to go somewhere far, far, far away to do some shit like that because that's the whole child. Now that is when I feel like them people need to, okay, no, you can't have no abortion. Especially if you ain't been raped or nothing like that. Hell no, because you was killing the whole child. This is a whole baby. If you deliver a child at 6 months, that child can live. But yeah, Kendra, that's what happened. I ain't gonna be no grandma. Not right now anyway. I went to get a pap smear and birth control refill. Found out I was pregnant with my second one. I said no. I think I remember you. You done told. I think you told us that story before, Kendra. Girl, and this is the crazy part. I don't know if you had. Did you have your baby vaginally, your son, or did you have a C-section? Everybody was telling me, because y'all know I was 30 something. I think I was 31 when I had Katie. Everybody was saying, yeah, she had, listen, pretty little butterfly. She had to go back 2 days in a row, girl. They did something the first day. I don't know why you retracted. You may have not been. I know exactly what you was trying to say, but they did something the first day to actually. Oh Lord, I don't want to say kill, but that's what the hell they did. But they did something the first day to kill the baby. Then she had to go back the next day for them to get the baby out of her. And I was just like, oh God, I hate that she did it. Even if it wasn't my son's baby, I hate that she did it because I just be feeling like when people, especially these young girls, have an abortion, like what if you can't never get pregnant again? I just be wondering, do they think like that now? Like in Kendra's case, Kendra was a grown ass woman. She know she didn't want no more children, and she did what she did. But 20 some years old, you do that. What if you can't never get pregnant again? Like God punish you or something because you done did that to that baby. That's the only thing I was thinking about. I have never done that. And I don't think, well, I know damn well I wouldn't know. See, my tooth tied. I think, hold up. I could come back in here to calm. Would not have done them. Oh, you had a C-section? Okay, now back to that. Everybody was telling me when I got pregnant with Katie, my cousins especially, honey, and my one auntie that just likes to try to scare me with every damn thing in life. My Aunt Sandra. She kept on saying, "Oh, you know this C-section gonna tear you up." Cause here, I don't know how it is in y'all states, but in the state of Arkansas, if you have one C-section, they are not going to let you push no baby out. I don't care what the hell you ask them, what kind of insurance you got, or none of that. I begged them people to let me deliver Katie vaginally. Now I couldn't with King, even if I wanted to, because when I got to the hospital with King, I had already dilated 7 centimeters. So baby, you know, seven shit, they ready for you to push. So I had to have an emergency C-section with King. But with Katie, Katie's C-section was scheduled because I had got sick. I had got a hole in my placenta sac. So hers was scheduled. I begged them like, please. I just feel like that makes you more of a woman. Let me push my baby out. And they wouldn't let me do it. And I was upset. And everybody, my auntie and my cousin, they was like, this gonna be the hardest. It's gonna take you so long to heal. It did not. Baby, I bounced back. Now I told y'all my hot ass, I had never had a child in the summertime. Katie is my only summer baby. Tay is February, King is November. Honey, I'm thinking because this May is hot outside, baby, they discharged me. Honey, I left. I went to Walmart because Katie was almost 3 months early, so I didn't have half of what I needed for Katie. I didn't have a baby shower. Me and my stepdaddy, we went. And baby, we went to Walmart. Me, my stepdaddy, and her daddy. We went to Walmart and we got everything that she didn't have. My cousin had went and bought a whole bunch of stuff. Like the night that I had her, she had went shopping and bought a whole bunch of stuff and got all this preemie. Y'all, preemie clothes are the cutest little clothes for a baby. They are so freaking tiny and so cute. Baby, I must have took my fast ass in Walmart, honey, shopping, pushing baskets. All the folks, y'all know my town small. Everybody was like, girl, you done had that baby? And did. Had a Wednesday. Now, mind y'all, had it that Wednesday. This Saturday. Baby, I'm in Walmart, honey, pushing my basket. Shopping, honey. I went home. Put a basket. Me and her daddy put the basket together. I was hanging clothes up in the closet and stuff. Putting a little stuff on the wall in the room. Baby got in the shower. Girl had busted my stitches on the right side of my stomach. I'm in the shower. Oh, crying like a little bitch, honey. I was in so much pain. Had to go back, which I had already told him. I said, I'm not finna just leave my baby at this hospital because she had to stay a week longer because they wanted her to gain a whole nother pound. She had to get up to 5 pounds before they let her come home. And it only took her a week. She always been a tough little something. Honey, I got back out there and all I was thinking is like, damn, if they gonna have to put me back to sleep, how you gonna stitch me back up? But he did the dissolvable kind, honey, and I was so glad. But when I tell y'all this shit hurt, hold up, what you say, pretty little about how she was that far along? Yeah, I don't now. I know for sure it was 2 days. I know for sure. Cause like I said, something happened that first day, and then something else happened the second day. And it probably was something happened the third day because I believe wherever she went, she was there for 3 days. And she came back the third day. Pretty little buff, I don't get me started because I get angry. And I'm trying to let this shit go. What I was 18, I had two. Oh, so you, oh yeah. Now in that case, that's kind of different. I had a miscarriage in 2020. What it took Katie was what, 4, 5, 15, 16, 18, 19. Yeah, it was 2020. I had a miscarriage. And I had to have a DNC. And that's some painful shit. And this is so fun because Kendra ain't been my want that baby girl. When I tell you I didn't want no more children, honey. I wanted my girl to be my last child. Found that I was pregnant. The baby didn't make it. Had to have the DNC. I didn't care nothing about having this child. I didn't know that your body still go through like the postpartum and all of those crazy stuff. Like you're still a woman, your hormones still gonna do what they supposed to do. It was maybe about I'm gonna say about 2 weeks after I had the DNC, y'all. I broke down one day and honey, I was crying. I was just so sad. I was crying and crying and crying. I called mama and I was like, Mama, I was like, I'm crying about the baby. And she was like, what is you crying for? She said, you ain't want that damn baby anyway. She was like, you need to stop all this damn crying. You ain't want that damn baby anyway, baby. And when I tell you after that day, I didn't shed not nail another tear about that situation right there. Cause honey, mama told me it may sound harsh, but that lady told me the truth. And baby, I dried them tears up, got off that phone with her, and that's something I don't even really think about a lot because, like I said, I didn't want the child. The daddy would have been a good daddy, but honey, I ain't want no more. And mama knew I ain't want it. And like Katie said, comparingly, she didn't want me having no more damn children, honey. Katie was but 4 years old. I don't believe Katie would do well with another child. It's usually that way. Wow. So it's like that where you at too? Is it like that in Georgia about the C-sections? It's this girl here. Let me tell you, Kendra. It's this girl here. She got. Hold on. Let me count them. She got 5 kids. She done had 5 C-sections. Now they told me they wanted to tie my tubes, which I wanted my tubes tied anyways, because after three C sections, it's supposed to be so risky. Honey, she done had five, and then they tied her tubes. But she also wasn't in Stuttgart. Yeah, Dimples J. Katie wouldn't do it. When we was expecting the grandbaby. Katie wasn't excited about that. Katie had already told us that the baby wasn't gonna be able to call because Katie called Mama Gigi. The baby wasn't gonna be able to call Mama Gigi. The baby was gonna have to call Mama Grandma. And she had already laid down all the rules of the do's and don'ts on how. Y'all remember the day Dimple Joe, you must not been in my live that day. One day, girl, I was just messing with Katie, honey. I had picked up one of my teddy bears and I was loving on the teddy bear and talking to the teddy bear and stuff. Girl, and she jumped on my back. I said, "Now you just done made," and I wanted. This was the messed up part, y'all. I wanted a boy. If anybody remember that live, I wanted the baby to be a boy. This was when we first found out about the baby that was supposed to be coming or whatever. Honey, I got the hugging on that teddy bear and kissing on it. And I was saying, oh, because I wanted the baby to call me BB because mom was going to be Gigi. And I was just, oh, Gigi, love you. And I'm fake kissing on the baby and stuff. Dimple J, she jumped on my back like a fucking spider monkey. I said, you just made me drop your nephew. And she was like, I don't care. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, I don't know how this going to go. So, like I said, everything happens for a reason. My ass couldn't stand up straight for almost 3. Oh my God. And Tay was 8 pounds. Oh, Kim, you way tougher than that now. I can't hardly believe it. Now, with I ain't gonna lie though, with Tay, I don't know if it's just because I was in the house with my mama and I knew I was a child and mama was gonna do everything like while I was down. But mine wasn't that hard, girl. Let me tell you, this was the best part, girl. I have never had boobs. Like I have never been a busty woman up top. I've always had more at the back than I do at the front. Baby, honey, about that, what it be about that third, fourth day when them tits get all big and juicy, honey. Y'all, oh, Kendra, baby, you couldn't tell me shit. Honey, I put my bra on, honey. I was taking all kind of pictures, honey, of my nice bitch perky titties. Girl, them bitches got hard on me. Honey, I was crying like a fool. Here come my grandma coming over to the house, wrapping me up. And this before, I don't know if they had the breast pumps and all that old shit back then, honey. I had Tay way in 2000. Honey, grandma came over there, and I think she did put some cabbage leaves or something on me, and then took a towel and wrapped it so tight. I said, oh, I don't want no more big titties ever again in my life, but they were just so cute and big and perky. Honey, and them bitches got hard as a rock. I said, okay, Yeah, it was some cabbage leaves and some other shit. I don't know. I can't really remember. I think it was some cabbage leaves, girl. Kendra don't be laughing at me. I think she did. And it ain't just the regular cabbage girl. It was the red cabbage leaves. It was the red cabbage girl. And she had put them on my little nips and stuff, girl. And she took a towel, a big towel, big baby towel. And honey, she wrapped it around me as tight as I could stand it. And they finally went to going down. But honey, I thought I was cute with them big old titties, and they hurt it real, real, real bad. But yeah, Dimples J, I don't know how Katie. I think she'll do better if King have a child first than Tay. I really do think she will accept King baby because King is not here in Stuttgart. You know, Tay baby would be around every single day, 9 times out of 10. We're gonna try to take over the damn baby. The baby will live with us and shit like that, and she don't want that. Versus King having a child, King lives in Little Rock, and King and Destiny probably not. They wouldn't just let us take their baby. These little chicken head whores down here, they'll just let me and Mama take their child, honey, cause they still want to run the street and shit, and they know we not the run the street type of people. Girl, yeah, were down here. Like I said, Kendra, that girl she had 5 damn C-sections. I couldn't believe it. My daughter was 7 pounds and 9 ounces. King was 7'6", Dimple J. King was 7'6". Katie was an even 4. And Tay was 8 pounds and I think 9. I think, yeah, Tay was 8 pounds and 9 ounces. Katie was the smallest in weight, but she was longer than they was, y'all. Ain't that weird? She was longer than both of the boys was. Hell no, I can't handle having babies, period. I was in the for 6 days. What month your baby born in? Your boy, Kendra. Why the hell was you there so long? What? What month was he born in? Why in the world was you there so long? Cause honey, down here, you ain't staying no more than 2 or 3 days at all. December, that's different. That's real different. Cause I got two winter babies. I had Tay on a Thursday. I came home that Saturday. King was born on a Saturday. I came home Tuesday. With Katie, Katie was born that Wednesday. They discharged me Saturday, but like I said, Katie had to stay longer because she had to gain weight. Oh, that's different. I'm up here chewing on Katie gum. She gonna be mad in the morning, y'all. But y'all all done heard her smacking honey. If I could eat the whole pack before in the morning, I am. I'ma chew it till the sweetness is gone and spit it out because I'm sick of honey's damn gum. I was in labor for, oh Lord Jesus, not 22 hours. Push for 4. Oh God, you sure should have had a C-section. With Tay, I went to school that day. And when I was, let me tell y'all, the day before I had Tay, my grandma had just got a new jacuzzi put in her house. My dumb ass got in the jacuzzi, y'all. Baby, I just wanted to try it out, try it out, try it out. Dumb ass got in that jacuzzi. Everybody was at Bible class, honey. Baby, I got off in that jacuzzi. Had me a nice little time, my big pregnant ass. Yeah, I got to school the next day. My baby didn't move. And I was like, oh, God, it's got to be something wrong. Mama, she just forgot what I done did to my child. So when I got out of school, I had to tell Mama, I had to tell Grandma that I had got in the jacuzzi. My baby hadn't moved not a thump, honey. It was just like I don't know if he was fucking asleep or what the hell I had did. I had shook his brains up or something. Got out to the hospital. After I stayed at school the whole day. I got to the hospital it was probably about 3:30. They they put me on back there because of course they want to monitor the baby. They want to make sure the heartbeat is all right. His heart was beating. He just wasn't fucking moving. He just wasn't. He being lazy. And I had him at 12:18 that night. They broke my water about 10, and they started prepping me. And he was born at 12:18. Tay was the only one I had at nighttime. King was born at 2 some, and Katie was born at 3 some p.m. Hey, with King Hunt, I had went to the carnival. Hey, Uncle Charles, how you doing? Birmingham, I know that's right. Hunt, I had went to the carnival. Y'all know King birthday like every 3 or 4 years. His birthday falls on Thanksgiving. I had went to the carnival, baby, walked around, ate everything I thought I wanted to eat. Went home, and me and his daddy was finna go to the casino. He was due December the 8th, and I had him November the 25th. We was finna get ready to go to the casino, which is like 4 hours from Stuttgart. And I called mama, and of course, she had to call her mama. She had to call grandma and fuss and tell grandma that I was finna get my big pregnant self on the road going to the casino. So grandma was like, if you gonna go, she said, at least go out there and let them check you and make sure you ain't dilated. I wasn't hurting or nothing, y'all. Baby, I got out there, I had dilated all the way to 7 centimeters. And honey, I said emergency. What is going on? And I was so sad because I had seen my doctor that Monday. Thanksgiving was that Thursday. It was that Saturday after Thanksgiving. Dr. Hanson had already told me, he was like, don't go doing nothing extra. He said, because you know I'm not going to be here and I don't want you to have this baby while I'm gone. Yeah, why the man was gone and I had to have a different doctor, which Dr. Hart was a good doctor. But I just wanted all my kids, to be delivered by the same doctor. But by the time I had Katie, Dr. Hanson had became a drunk. And honey, he was after they had got me prepped, he leaving out the damn room and just don't walk into the bed. You know how they have two beds in the little hospital room. Wasn't nobody in there with me. It's an empty bed, honey. His drunk ass just done ran into the bed as he's leaving out to go get prepared to do my C-section. I told mom, I said, we gotta pray. I knew he was drunk. He done retired now, but he was a great, great doctor. He really was. Hold up there, baby. Girl, not like it took you out. Did you get real big? Like, did you have, what is this shit, preeclampsia or whatever they call it? Was you sick? I know you said you threw up. What was causing all this stuff? Like, because I never had all that. How do you pronounce it where you swell all up and all of those type of stuff? I had pretty normal pregnancies. King, like I said, King was the only one. You said I was just fat. King was the only one that just made me sick. I remember when my brother got out of prison, honey, my brother, he had went to jail. Dirty had did, I think Dirty was gone for maybe like it was right at 9 months. And when he first went in, I had just found out I was pregnant. And he came home for furlough. And I was probably about 5 or 6 months when he came home. And James had let him in the house. And I was in the bed. All I could eat was strawberries, y'all. If it wasn't, and King do not like strawberries. That was all I could really eat. Strawberries, and it's this Mexican restaurant. I would go and sit in there every day and eat. Dirty walked in the house. He came in my room when I was laying in that bed. He was like, man, are you on that shit? And I'm just looking at him. I said, bro, you know I'm pregnant. He was like, what is this baby doing to you? I said, I've been sick. I had literally had just got out the hospital like 2 days before he came home. But it was so funny. He looked at me, he was like, you so little. I said, just look, the baby, honey, just take me down through there. Get me real bad. But with Tay, smooth sailing. Didn't have to worry about nothing other than too damn young to be having the baby. I was eating collard greens on Christmas. I went until I had him at 11:08 a.m. Oh, he got the same birthday as my niece. Her birthday December the 26th. My little zebra, Kendra. She's big Capricorn like her TC. What's up, born to be wild? You enjoy your Sunday too. Now with Katie, I was real big, Kendra. I got real, real big, and I was real big when I was 4 months. People thought I was 6 or 7 months pregnant. And towards the end of my pregnancy, once, however the hell you get a hole in your placenta sac, Dr. Hanson could never explain that to me. I started losing weight, but I didn't lose like a whole lot of weight. But he told me, he said, I would rather go ahead and take her now than you keep losing weight, she keep losing weight. Because Katie was he had told me that Katie was right at 5 pounds. And once that hole got in my placenta sac, she started losing fluids and stuff, of course. So she went to losing weight. And I had lost like 14 to 15 pounds. But at the beginning of my pregnancy, baby, I went but like 4 months and I was big, big and real pretty. And that's another thing. I don't know if y'all were Kendra, you wouldn't know because you ain't got but one child. Jumpers, I don't think you got but one child. But girls, when you pregnant with girls, well, I was anyways. Girls make you so pretty. Them boys, oh, they had you good and ugly. My boys had my skin all tore up, my neck all black, honey. I had got real black with them boys. But with Katie, oh, I was beautiful, honey. I had went and got my hair cut like days low, baby. You couldn't tell me nothing pregnant at all, honey, because I was real, real, real cute. I ate with my daughter with strawberries and fruit. That's when she was born. With shut up, not with a red dot on her forehead. See, you sound about like mama. When mama was pregnant with my brother, she said she ate so much gum. Mama said she would just sit up and chew gum, and swallow it. And when she had my brother girl, she said it was gum stuck all to his head, all in his hair and everything. And she loves candy, still love candy to this day. And my brother is the same exact way. He loved candy and his grandkids love candy. Now my niece's daughter, she not, me and her, we love to eat food. And y'all know I'm not big on no lot of candy. Like I don't like sweets for real. Period. I eat them every now and then, but I'm a food girl. Like baby, give me the neck bones and the greens and macaronis and shit like that. I ain't with all that old sweets. When I want a cake or something like that, I will. But I want to eat. You was big and pretty, honey. I wasn't. I ain't gonna lie like I was, especially with Tay. I look just like my auntie, one of my aunties on my daddy's side, and she ain't ugly. She just real fat and black. Baby, I look just like them. And now, even when I gain weight, like when the biggest I've been, out not pregnant, just being fat, I look just like my auntie. And I ain't saying that she ugly enough, but I really like my mama and my daddy. I didn't even know I was pregnant until I was 4 months. Dimples, you must have came in here late. I was the same way. My cycle ain't never, ever, ever been regular. And the first time I went to the doctor, I found out what I was having. That was with my first pregnancy. Just like now, I've had, I just went off my cycle, and I hadn't had one in 6 months, y'all. And I thought it was gonna be terrible, cause normally they be real, real, real bad, cause they only come. I might have, and this is my right hand to God. I might have 3 cycles a year, but normally when they come, I'm on for 2 or 3 weeks. But this one wasn't. This one didn't even last a week. But I know Ruby gonna bring her ugly ass right back knocking on my door, cause she ain't stay around long enough. She ain't visit long enough. But before this one that I just went off of, I hadn't had one in 6 months. And I know that ain't healthy. Like I said, I got some cysts on my ovaries and all of those type of mess. But honey, I'm scared. Like I don't want to wake up dead, y'all. I keep telling y'all they want to do this surgery on me, but baby, I don't want to wake up dead. I ain't got time to be getting put to sleep for nothing. Let me just go to sleep at night time like I like doing. I don't want to go under nobody's knife for nothing. My baby's had me looking extra, not extra fine. People were literally ask me, "Oh, you must be pregnant with." Yeah, that's the only time I got there is with Katie, Pretty Little Butterfly. That's the only one I got it with, honey. With Tay, I was big, black, and ugly. Oh, I was so ugly, y'all. And with King, I was too. I got a picture. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I got a picture. It's the day I had King. Tay, Tay standing on one side of the hospital bed, and King Daddy is on the other side, and it's the look that Tay is giving King. Like, what are you doing here? Why was you even born? Tay thought he was so excited when he found out he was having a little brother. But Tay thought that King was going to be born playing the game with him and being able to catch a football and all the stuff, that brothers do with each other, honey. And when he just, all he could do was cry and shit and piss and stuff like that. Oh no, Tay said he did not sign up for that. Tay had left. I think King may have been about 5 months. He left and went stayed with Mama for a little while. Then he came back. when King was probably about one. He came back. Then when I moved to the projects, Tay was 12 years old. And y'all know Tay had always been I knew he was going to be somebody real important in life because Tay said he was not staying in no projects. He didn't want to live in the projects, so he moved with mom when he was 12. But baby, honey, he thought his brother was going to be able to catch a football, play the game, and everything. Now, King, on the other hand, King was excited. Both of them was excited about Katie being born because they wanted a little sister. Me, I cried. Y'all know I told y'all I never wanted a daughter, ever. I love her more than the air I breathe, but I never wanted no little girl, honey. And all these little catty ass girl arguments. Y'all, I'm so over it. I told Katie, I said, could you just stay away from the little girls that you have arguments with? She was like, it's all of them. I said, so all y'all do every day at school is just argue with each other? Yes, ma'am. I said, well, y'all ain't none of y'all friends. Out of 5 days a week, it might be 2 days. It ain't no little silly girl stuff going on. She ain't got nothing to complain about. But other than that, oh God, the stories I have to hear. And I'm the type, I'm going to call the mamas and all this old type of stuff. Of course, the kids gonna lie. It's all Kendra. And that's my thing. I just had to call Jessica. Me and Jessica cool, been cool for years. I called her. I wanna say it was Tuesday or Wednesday to talk to her about Katie and her little girl. And she was like, I'm gonna tell her to ass up. I said, don't whoop her. Please don't whoop her. Just talk to her and let's try to deal with it like that. Cause I knew I wasn't gonna whoop. I'm not gonna whoop Katie and she ain't following nobody. But I did tell her, I said, I'm sick of this shit. One day I told her, I said, I don't even want to hear it. Cause every day it's just something. And I don't believe I did my mama like that. I don't believe I know damn well, honey, in elementary school we wasn't just arguing and stuff like that. These little kids just so different. I told Katie, I said, so what is the problem? She was like, she's a pygmy. I said, what? She's a pygmy. I said, Pooh, what is a pygmy? A pygmy is when you're fine around the little girls, you act normal around all the other girls. But when you get around the boys, you act different. Like, hey, pick me. And I'm just looking at her like, what the hell does y'all got going on at this school? I had never heard of a pick me. So this is the other day when I was live and I told y'all I was finna end the live because my niece and my great nieces had came. So me and Lexus sitting talking and I'm telling Lexus about it or whatever. And I told Kate, I was like, come here and tell Lexus what you said she is. And Katie was like, a pick me? Why the hell Lexus knew what a pick me was? I said, I guess I'm too old. Kendra, did you know what a pick me was? The Dimple J and the y'all, because I had never heard of it. I looked at Lexus and I did a little wink. I said, so in other words, is she a hoe? I said, she a hoe or a trash box? Because I have never heard the term pick me like, okay, she flirtatious. That's what I'm looking at is she like the boys better than she want to hang around the boys more than she want to hang around the girl. But honey, Katie said it with her chest, she's a pick me. I said, okay, Pooh, you better not be no pick me. I know that. And she get mad at me so fast. She like, Mama, I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you. Well, okay, I don't want you to be trying to tell me something every day because I don't want to hear it every day. Girl, I went in for an annual exam and my doctor told me I was pregnant and I was not you was slaying, this is not crying. How old was you, Dimples J? When you ain't got but that one girl, you got a beautiful daughter. So I seen her on your shorts. You have a very, very beautiful daughter. Is that your only child, Dimples J? If I'm not mistaken, I believe you said it is. Yeah, Kendra, it's all of them. I feel sorry for them damn teachers when it comes to them little girls. Like, man, Y'all just get along and sit down and don't nobody be no pick me, please. Shit. Y'all, when my daughter was in high school, I used to tell them I fight kids. And see, I don't want to be that mama, Dimples J. And this is the thing. Dimples J, you remember Katie. You done been around for a long, long time. Katie is nothing like her mother. Nothing. Katie is not violent. Katie thinks the whole world is supposed to be sprinkles and rainbows. Everybody is supposed to get along. And it was one little girl that is friends with Katie, and she's friends with the pick me little girl. So this was just Thursday after me and the mother had talked. I'm asking Katie questions and stuff, and I was like, "Well, how do the little pick me girl know anything, or how do you know what the pick me girl is saying? If I done told you to stay away from her, and her mama told you to stay, vice versa, her to stay away from you, how do y'all even know what each other is saying?" So it's this one little girl that Katie swears her friend that's in the middle. She tell Katie everything the pick me little girl say, and everything the pick me little girl say, she come back and tell Katie. Like I told Katie, it ain't your friend. Oh, baby, I went off, honey. When I tell y'all Thursday when I picked her up from school, baby, I was in that car hollering, fussing, and cussing. I said, she ain't your damn friend. I said, and I'm about to tell you to stay away from her, and I'm finna block her off your phone and every damn thing. Because ain't no reason she should be telling y'all what each other stay. All she doing is keeping the ruckus going. But they ended up, the counselor had called them in the office Thursday. And the counselor talks to both of the little girls, to my little girl, the pick me little girl, and the messy little girl. So hopefully everything is resolved, honey, because Dimples J, baby, you know I get real ignorant. And I don't want to fight nobody, child, but baby, I will snatch you by your collar so fast like I was finna do them little Mexicans out there at that park that day, honey. Yeah, Dimples J, that's what they calling the little girl pick me. I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life. And I'm 41 years old, but these children just make up their own little stuff. And Katie was like, Katie, honey, she got to talking and doing all. I can't stand when she get to doing that hand shit. Put your hands down. Just talk to me with your hands in your lap. And she was like, but mom, I'm trying to explain. Explain with your hands in your lap. She was like, and she like such and such, and every time she get around him, she be acting funny with all the rest of us girls. She was really trying to explain to me what a pick me is. I told her, you just don't be no damn pick me. That's what you don't do is be no pick. Dimples J, do you remember? Let me ask you something, Dimples J. Do you remember when I was scared for Katie to play basketball, girl? Just put a one in the chat if you remember that. Shot that label and 4 hours of pushing did it for my but you said, oh, you was 22. 22 and only one. That's so selfish of you, Dimples J. I believe everybody you and Kendra both are selfish. I think everybody should have at least two children. Cause like when you pass away, that one child gonna be so lonely. That's just how I look at it. Two, that's cool. Who wants to be the only child? That's just real selfish to me. Girl, easy going. She is she too easy going. And I don't want to encourage her to be like me. But Dimples J, I don't know what the hell to do, honey. Cause Katie is the type. I don't know if this is a Gemini thing or what. Katie don't even know how to argue. She don't even fucking know how to argue. She will start crying before if she get in an argument with somebody, she gonna start crying or either she just gonna hit them. She done had one fight. And Lord, she tore the little girl up so bad. I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for the little girl. But my child don't even know how to argue. Y'all know my mouth. I'm gonna talk my shit and then just fire off on your ass. I like a good argument, honey. My baby don't even know how to argue, y'all. I'm just like, oh Lord Jesus. Mm-mm. Okay, so you remember I was scared for her to play basketball. I ain't scared no more, Jumper Shot. I done came to, and girl, the boys, the king and Tay be laughing at me. I done came to the club, and I guess I just matured, and I'm understanding like life is life. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. Cause you, this is the reason. I don't know if you know about this, Kendra, but I was scared for Katie to play basketball because I thought that was going to make her gay. Like it was a certain content creator that's not around no more that didn't like me based on me making that statement. And this is my fucking kid. And I think at the time Katie was maybe like 5 years old. She may have been younger than that. You remember the fight? No, this ain't the fight girl she had with this. You know, she didn't fight the one girl that the 17-year-old that kicked in the stomach. There wasn't no fight. That was just flat out me finna go to prison, honey, because I wanted to beat the fuck out that little girl. She had an actual fight. I believe it was summer before last. And honey, had you probably do remember Dimple J because I talked about it. Katie done told the little girl to meet her at the corner and all this old stuff, honey, like they was teenagers or something. The little girl done met Katie and Katie done threw the little girl down on the ground. But I was so scared, Kendra, for my baby to play basketball because I thought that she was going to be gay. Yes, let me tell you, Kendra, my cousins that's gay and like classmates and stuff like that, all them motherfuckers that turned out gay played basketball. So in my mind, I was just like, okay, it's gotta be some shit they doing off in them locker rooms that I don't want my girl to have no parts of in no damn locker room with no whole bunch of other girls and shit like that. I love that City Walk Nothing Be Suggest to Holiday. Hey, I'm just not seeing that. But Kendra, that was one of my biggest fears. But I have overcame that. Look, and Kendra said she played, so hell no, that ain't true. Baby, at first, honey, I had a whole, like I said, the content creator ain't out here no more. But we had a whole look back and forth because her daughter was gay. Now, I don't know if her daughter played basketball or what, but her daughter was gay. And by me saying that, she felt some type of way. Honey, I didn't give a damn. But now, y'all, I don't care. Honestly, I King and Tay be getting mad. Like, if she do be gay, I think I would probably be fine with that. I'ma love her either way. And y'all gonna laugh at this. But as a mother, and this is my only girl, and I know the type of young lady I was. I know the type of woman I am now, and how I love me some men, son. How I love me some men. If she be gay, I ain't gonna have a problem with it because one thing I will know is ain't no bunch of niggas running through my daughter. I have a cousin, two cousins that are still virgins. One of them is gay, openly gay, and one of them I kind of think she gay, and she don't want to tell us, but she a virgin, and I think she a virgin because she don't want to come out and just say I really do like girls. If y'all get what I'm saying, wink, wink. I don't believe she a virgin just because she want to be a virgin. I think she a virgin because she don't want to let the family know that she do want to do some things, but she just don't want to do some things with a thing. If y'all get what I'm saying about that thing. Hey, Blessing Boo, how you doing, girl? What is you doing up? I can't believe you talking about listening to you fall asleep. I can't believe you ain't sleep already, girl. I don't know how to argue. You don't know how to argue? See, that old Lord, that's that Gemini crazy ass shit, Dimples J. Girl, don't put Katie in the middle of nobody, honey, face to face with somebody and think she finna argue. She gonna get to shaking and looking all crazy like she on carry and shit, honey. And then the next thing I know, she just done hit something damn bad. I'm like, pooh, no, that ain't how you do it. You can't just howl off and hit nobody and y'all ain't even too much exchange words or nothing. Now that ain't fair. Now me, bitch, we gonna stand up. I'm gonna let you say a couple words, and you gonna let me say a dozen of motherfucking words, and then I'ma hit you. But my girl don't. She don't know how to argue, Dimples J. She get mad, honey, and she go to shaking like she got Parkinson's or something. Then the next thing you know, she just done hit somebody, and that's what's gonna get in trouble as far as school wise go. No, I don't want you to let nobody hit you first. Of course, I always tell her if y'all having an argument, if y'all talking y'all shit to each other, and they close enough to you, you better hit them first. But honey, you can't get to shaking and doing all this weirdness, girl. I be argue. Say a few things. Get point your finger in their faces or something. You can't just go to standing up here shaking like a crazy ass person. You gonna have everybody scared of you then, and you ain't even touched them much. And she was like, "Mom, I just can't argue. I get so mad." Then what she told me Thursday. You know what she told me Thursday, y'all? I be messing with it in the worst way. It be so funny. She was like, Mama, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. This is what you got to do. You cannot just stand up here shaking like you on no damn Dragon Ball Z and you finna do no old magic Kamazamazua ass shit. At least let the person know that it's a problem before you hit them. I'm not in agreement with you just howling off hitting nobody, poo. I know. Look, girl, most girls like to argue. Now you ain't gotta argue forever. But at least let if they say they look how many jokes or little words they gonna say, come back with you some then. If y'all close enough to each other and you feel like they might hit you, you hit their ass first. But honey, that little girl don't know how to argue to save her life, y'all. And I think it's rather funny, but her dad is like that. Her dad is an Aquarius. He's not going to argue. Like he ain't gonna do it. He just gonna beat your ass and it be over and done with. But honey, when I tell y'all this school year, it really started last year. It's very interesting because little girls can be so catty. And when I say I have never seen nothing like it in my life. Soon as she get in the car, I be like, I could tell, first of all, we know our kids. When Katie is walking after school, I'm looking at her face. I can look at Katie's face and know just as good if she had a good day, if she finna get in here and tell me a whole story about who did this and all this old extra shit that I really don't be caring to hear, but I can't tell her I don't want to hear because I want her to tell me, how her day was and what's going on. But when I tell y'all, I'm tired of hearing it. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't lie to y'all like I ain't tired of hearing this shit. I just want them all to get along. You going back to sleep. Baby, I got up last night to get me some watermelon and gambles on. I could not believe it. She's a fighter, Nakendra. She's a fighter. I'm not one thing about it, baby. I'm not. I know for a fact she ain't scary. She just don't like to fight, but she will. She don't know how. She don't know how because she has no one to argue with. Katie and I were the baby, and that might be what it is. My siblings were all so right now. Oh damn! And then Dimples J, that make a whole lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. Cause she don't have nobody to argue with. Now King and Tate, they argue. They can argue, honey. I be asking them like, is this what y'all gonna do when I'm old and stuff? And we having Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners, is y'all gonna still be arguing? And her feelings are so soft, Dimples J. Like she has the most soft. I don't know. Like Gemini's, I thought they should be tough. I thought they was tough and stuff. My girl not tough like that. Now she'll talk all the shit she want to. She'll talk shit to her brothers, but I think she do that because she know they gonna spare her. They ain't gonna do her like the kids at school might do her. So who y'all argue? I don't know who you argue with, but she will argue. She'll talk her little mess back to me, and it's not an argument, but she'll make Gemini. She'll say like if I'm playing with her, Katie is like this. Katie thinks she can crack all the jokes on me, her brothers, but when we reverse it on her, oh now it's crying time. She gotta cry. We hurt her feelings. We so mean. And y'all don't love me no more and all this so crazy ass bipolar ass Gemini. She is bipolar, Dimples J. Y'all are a little bipolar. She come with all the y'all don't love me. Y'all don't love me. I thought I was the baby. You know you the baby. But if the baby can crack a joke, then the baby can get a joke cracked on her. I tell all the time, Katie, you would not have made it growing up in Grandma Dorothy house. She always, oh, I wish I could have met Grandma Dorothy. Baby, you would have wanted to meet Grandma Dorothy, but you know all them aunties come with Grandma Dorothy. And that's why like my skin so tough to anything like this YouTube shit. I don't know who the first person was with the cockeyed shit, but I laughed so hard. I got an auntie, my aunt Sonia. She the knee baby. My aunt Sonia been calling me cockeyed baby Lou, Betty Lou. I mean cockeyed Betty Lou, y'all, since I can remember my name. So it's just certain shit. My family are jokesters. Like we talk about it, and it's not talking about, but we'll crack jokes on each other. We crack jokes on each other kids. If you come to like a family event, a family function, and you got one little bitty ass, you could have a little bitty ass hole in your shirt. We gonna take that one hole and just rip your whole shirt off of you. Like we real playful. Katie would not have made it. Baby Katie would have been crying every day. And I tell her all the time, you would not have made it in Grandma Dorothy's house because your feelings too soft, honey. We talk about, baby, everybody is up for discussion. Don't come around head nappy. I remember this was, what, about two or three Mother Days ago, honey. I had my wig on. Had my wig on, honey, and up under that wig, my hair was nappy as a sheep ass. I knew one of my cousins was gonna pull my wig off. I knew it. I don't know why I didn't try to brush my hair and comb my hair right, you know what I'm saying, up under the wig, because I know how my family get down. Baby, we had made it through the whole day, had ate, I had got on the go-kart, rolled around on the go-kart through the neighborhoods, everything. As soon as it's time for me to get ready to go, they set me up. I'm coming out the door. One of my first cousins on one side of the door, the other one on the other side of the door. Soon as I walked out, voila, wig just snatched clean up off my head. Other cousins standing right here to get the picture. Katie would have broke down in tears, like I'm so ashamed. I didn't do nothing but laugh. Now with the boys, they not. It's way more girls when it comes to like first cousins than it is boys. Our male cousins, they don't play like that. They'll laugh at us, but they ain't doing all this silly stuff we be doing. Yes, everybody's for y'all. That's what's wrong with y'all, Dimples J. That is exactly what's wrong. My siblings are older too. 14, 12. Damn, Kendra. You is the baby too. Yep, you the baby. But see, you a Sagittarius. You like King. And see, you know, I say all the time, a Sagittarius is a sign. I don't argue with Sagittarius because y'all are very, very smart and knowledgeable. Y'all know I'm real big on the science stuff. I love Sag. They are, if a Sagittarius say they know something, they know it. And if you decide to argue with that Sagittarius, you ain't gonna do nothing but end up looking like a fool in the end. And I had to learn that the hard way with King. Like, okay, bruh, you know what you talking about, bruh. You ain't finna make me look stupid. Mama, nah, I'm not finna argue with your ass. If you say that that's what it is, that's what it is, okay? I ain't even gotta Google it. Cause if y'all say y'all know something, then but y'all know it. I know this how it is with him in there anyways. Us June Geminis. Not loco. I thought you was May, Dimples J. See, y'all did, and I do believe that too, that the month make a difference in how y'all act. Like I say all the time, a December Capricorn is weak. They are weak to me. Hey, Alicia T. Hey, boo. They weak to me. They ain't nothing like this January Capricorns. They some crybabies. Some little crybaby bitches. They sure are. Not all of them. And then, the sex make a difference too. Like, male Capricorns are totally opposite from female Capricorns. I can deal with a male Scorpio. I don't fuck around with female Scorpios. Like, don't care too much about none of them. I don't have friends that or I don't fuck around with them at all. What you say? No lip she'll grow out. I hope she grow out of it, honey. Talking about what you was different. Don't argue. Yeah, it's totally different because I'm the mama, and she know I ain't gonna say nothing to just hurt her feelings for real. She know I'm gonna crack my little jokes on and stuff like that, Dimple J. But that's why she'll do it with me, and she's comfortable doing it with me. She's comfortable doing it with her brothers. But no, she not gonna. She ain't gonna do it with them little girls at school. That's for sure. She ain't gonna do nothing but sit there and ball her fists up and get to shaking, honey. I told her you gonna have them kids thinking that you crazy. You might want to just use your words. Cause you gonna fuck around, they gonna just all run off one day. You gonna get so angry and just be standing there with your fist balled up, shaking the shit, and all the kids gonna run away because they gonna think you crazy or trying to cast some type of spell on their ass. I don't believe too many children used to that type of shit. Girl, use your words. Say what you gotta say. Hold on, what you say? So that's why you don't like to argue with me, huh? You talking to Kendra? That's why you don't like to argue either, Kendra. They don't argue because they know pretty much everything, Double J. There is no point in arguing with a Sagittarius. I'm telling you. Why you retract your comment? All I seen was I'm a Sag. And you retracted it, baby. But no, that's one sign I ain't arguing with them folks. I ain't got time. My niece was going to school to be a nurse in December Capricorn this year, so I know she's not. I know she's not at all. I got what one of my cousins. Her birthday is I'm New Year's. She New Year's Day. I got another one that's January. I mean December the 28th. My niece, my brother's daughter, she December the 26th. She's not gonna argue, but she will fight though. She ain't gonna argue at all. Yeah, them Sagittarius, them J, baby, don't argue with them. Cause you ain't gonna do nothing but wind up looking crazy. Cause they gonna keep going and going and going and going and going, simply because they know they are right. I was trying to say I'm a Sag, and I really don't know. I was arguing. You don't have to, baby, cause you right. Who wants to argue with your ass is the question. The damn show wouldn't be no January Capricorn. I'm not doing it. I know I have learned the signs so well. I know who to argue with, who to just go ahead and knock fire from, and all of those type of shit. Now Scorpios, like I said, female Scorpios, I don't too much deal with them. So I know if I have to get into it with a female Scorpio, I probably just have to go ahead and off with her head type shit. Cause they crazier than the damn January Capricorn. They really are. Those some crazy ass people. Look. Are you the only child, baby? Look, she said she always end up fighting. Double J, look, she always end up fighting. Yes, you're right. I'm telling you. Baby, don't say, I've been talking about this Zodiac stuff. I love it. Mama can't stand it either. Mama be like, why is you even into that? Because I be needing to know who I'm dealing with and what I got to deal with in life. Baby, that's one of the first questions I'm going to ask anybody, male or female, especially a nigga like I'm dealing with. What's your sign? And once they tell me the sign, well, okay, well, when is your birthday? What month? I need to know that. Because y'all, June Geminis, they are a lot calmer to me. Y'all totally opposite. Now I didn't know y'all didn't like to argue either, honey. I thought y'all just go ahead and argue and hit somebody's ass. Right here arguing because we know what you say. What time you said, Double J? If you got beef with me, baby, we got beef forever. Katie not like that though. Katie'll be mad with a little girl, and it might be because she young. Katie'll be mad with you, honey. Then the next week y'all friends again, and that's the shit I ain't with now. Shit, if we arguing like real life ass shit, we into it. Are we into it? And it ain't no undoing us being into it, honey. You're gonna die first, or I'm gonna die, and then it be over with. But until then, I don't fucking like you. But I do have an older sibling. We're 10 years apart, so it's like I'm the only child. Oh, I don't even know. Because, see, I hate that my kids are so far apart. The only thing they got in common is me. That's it. My kids are all literally in three totally different generations. Totally. And even when I get a grandchild, she Katie already 10. My grandbaby and my baby won't even have nothing in common. Cause I waited too long. Tay getting older now. He talking about he gonna wait till he 30. So that's a whole nother 5 years before I get a grandchild from him. Now King, honey, King could. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. If King could have been I had a child already, I believe him and Destiny have two or three of them kids. They finna move in them apartment. So I'm sure it'll be a grandkid coming from them real soon. Here come. It's all the popping until I get ready to stop. And I get my leg back. And I don't care if it's. That's the scary part about y'all. My homegirl, Brittany Curl, she's a June Gemini. And if Brittany tell you she gonna do it to you, baby, you better believe she gonna do it to you. She's going to get you. She ain't gonna act like she your friend or none of that. Like you gonna still know she don't like you. She'll be in the same room with you and know how to act. But if she say she gonna beat your ass, I don't care how long it take. She's gonna beat your ass. And I be like, I call her so because her middle name is Caress. I be like, so why would you do that? I remember she had got into it with this dude, and he was drunk at the club, y'all. The man was sloppy drunk, and she didn't want to jump on him because he was drunk, and she knew she was gonna beat him up. And she had told him, she was like, "Look, I'm gonna beat your ass." No lie. I know it was a good 2 years later when we got into it at the club. When she got into it with him at the club, it was winter. 2 years later, a whole summer, we at the park, we just kicking it. Everybody at the park kicking it, having a great day. Duggar came out there. The next thing we know, Brittany Carroll, oh my gosh, she had jumped on him and beat him up so bad. I said, oh my God, so like, why would you? Motherfuckers had forgot that the shit had even happened in the club, Dimple J. But guess who didn't forget? Her. She knew she said she was gonna whoop his ass, and she didn't want to whoop him while he was drunk. So she styled him out for 2 years, but she tore his ass up at that park. I saw, friend, you didn't have to do him like that. And then she got the hollering and cussing at all of us. Yes, I told y'all. I told y'all. I told him. I said, okay. Okay, it's over and done with now, girl. She pulled his beard. She was just, oh, girl, it was so funny, Dimples J. She was just snatching him around by his beard like a little rag doll, and he couldn't do nothing. I said, Lord, the lady done lost her mind. I would act like, see, act like you not, like you ain't already done told this person, I'm gonna beat your ass. And he was the fool, cause he should have knew when he walked up to that park and seen our whole little crew out there and seen her. Like, okay, she did tell me 2 years ago she was gonna beat my ass, and that's exactly what she did. Look, she said, Dimple J, she definitely gonna get her get back. See, I ain't got time for all that. I don't like all that old waiting shit. Mm-mm. Baby, I want to hit you right now while we're in the middle of the argument. And I told y'all before I went to jail, when Ashley stole on me with her crazy ass, I had never been hit before. First in a fight ever in my life. Well, I didn't know what to do. I said, well, Ashley, I'm sorry, baby, with your crazy ass, but I gotta beat you up. You gotta get beat up, because I don't know who the hell you think I am. Then I got so scared. Baby, I was beating up. They got all them guards got to coming in there with them big shield things and this mace and stuff. And I'm beating her up and talking to her ass. I'm talking to her like she was one of my kids. Like, what is wrong with you? You cannot. This is how I was talking to her at WJ. You cannot just hit people. What the hell is wrong with you, honey? I'm hitting her and just talking to her like she one of my children. Baby, they came in there, honey. I looked up, I seen all the big shields, and everybody was like, they finna mace us. They will, bitch, we finna get maced today. Honey, cause she done hauled off there. I'm just sitting here playing cards, honey, like I got some damn sense. And she got mad cause I told her I ain't know her damn daddy. And just, girl, she did. She clocked the hell out of me, Dimples J. She startled me, girl, stunned me, whatever the damn word is. When I jumped up, Dimples J, I had to gather myself, get my fucking composure. I had never been here before, honey. She hit me hard. You know them crazy people got that dumb strength. That bitch hit me hard. Girl, when I stood up, it was like I was a little dazed, son. I had to grab the table. Baby, I grabbed that table. My shoe had came off. Know them little gel flip flops ain't worth a damn. Honey, my little shoe had came off and everything. So I'm trying to feel low on the damn floor around and find my fucking right flip flop. Baby, I got that flip flop on my foot, honey. And when you be a little lightheaded if you jump up too fast. Then I'm older, up in age and stuff. Dimples J. It was just last year. She in her early 30s. Shit. Girl, I jumped up her and I had to gather myself. Baby, by the time I stopped seeing them little stars and sprinkles and shit, I grabbed her ass on and put her ass. Girl, I said, oh, you finna get your ass beat. Now, I don't know why the hell they still letting you roam around this damn pod hitting on them, honey, and they ain't hitting you back. So when the guards and all them got to come in there, they got to talk about Brittany, I told Ebony, I said, Ebony, and Ebony is a guard. I said, Ebony, if you still on me, I'm gonna hit your ass back. I don't know what the hell make y'all think. Somebody's just gonna, me anyway, just gonna let her steal on me, honey. Then I feel bad. I ain't beat her cause she knocked me out the flip flop, girl. I beat her cause I couldn't believe she hit me, Dimples J. The bitch kept on talking about I was her daddy prostitute. I said, Ashley, I don't know your fucking daddy. Baby, I kept on playing cards, girl. She kept on walking around the table, just walking around the table, simply say, I had already told her, like, she'll get to talking off her head, y'all, and just saying all kind of weird ass shit. She had already told me that she had slept with my son and then pissed on him. Like, girl, you don't even know my son, Ashley. She'll just say some of the most disgusting and rude shit to you. Girl, so she just kept on all day, all day. You one of my daddy hoes. You wasn't my. I said, Ashley, I don't know your fucking daddy. I don't know your fucking daddy. So I'm studying playing cards and she studied walking around the table. Baby, the next thing I know, honey, my whole hand. And I had a good hand too, Dimple. I was finna whoop some ass in space that day. But my whole hand just went to flying up in there, cards everywhere. right flip flop all over here on the other side of the motherfucking table. And I couldn't jump up as fast. Cause you know I don't be eating when I'm down there in that jail. So I was already probably a little lethargic and getting weak and lethargic and stuff, girl. And that bitch done stole on me, honey, after I jumped up and grabbed that table and gathered myself, honey. I said, oh, baby, it's time to fight, honey. Fight back, Tommy. Fight back, Tommy. What you say? Oh, baby, ain't nobody behind me but this head boy, sweetheart. I ain't scared. Not like that, honey. I don't worry about folks being behind me unknown. Maybe you come get behind me, I could elbow you on your fucking head. But girl, yeah, she had stunned me a little bit, Dimple J, and I was just shocked because that ain't never happened to me out here in the free world. Then you know I told you I felt bad. I felt bad after I had beat her up. Cause I know my grandma wouldn't have liked it. Like you don't supposed to be touching on no special kids. But at the same time, I don't need no damn special kids touching on me either. Then she come after she came out the hole, Dimple J, cause they put her in the hole. They ain't put me in the hole. After she got out the hole, girl, I was sitting on the steps. That mug came. She came marching up them steps where I was. And she was like, Miss Brittany, I'm sorry, ma'am. I said, Ashley, okay. I said, I accept your apology. Now go on. Go on. Cause what she'll do, she'll act like she wanted to talk to you, girl. She got a lot of sense. Now her mental problems are her mental problems, but she has a whole lot of sense. After she came out the hole, she came out that we got to fight that Saturday. They brought her out that Monday. That Monday when she came out the hole. Yeah, Miss Brittany. That's how she do. She was like, I'm so sorry, Miss Brittany. I said, okay, Ashley, just going on back down the steps. I'm pretty sure you are sorry. You done got put in the hole, your nose was bleeding out and so shit. But when she came out the hole, I'm sitting at a table by myself. She came and sit by me. I got nervous in the motherfucker then, Dimples J, like, oh God, here come this crazy ass bitch. Like, well, Ashley, what you want? Ashley sit down at that table. We talked about her kids. She showed me all the little marks on her arm, like she was a cutter, and how she used to cut herself. And she was just talking like a regular ass person, just like this last go rip when I was in jail. We had got commissary. The night before we got commissary, the night before I got out of jail, I got out that Tuesday. Her birthday was that Tuesday. We got our commissary that Monday. She nobody writes her like she don't have no family or nothing. So she don't get no phone calls. She don't get no letters. She no commissary, no nothing. Hey Gamma Boo. So when we all got our commissary, we knew her birthday was, Tuesday. So everybody was giving us some out their commissary. Dimple J, do you know which I wasn't messed up about the commissary. All I wanted was my suckers. I had me a whole bunch of dill pickle chips. I love pickles and stuff like that. I had pickles, dill pickle chips. I ordered noodles, but I only ordered noodles. What's up, Special K? Yeah, it's just a late live girl. My girl ain't here. So I just I had ordered stuff like for other people, and then like it's just one spread that they make that I will eat. Like if they have, when they had the beans, if you have the right chips, the bean spreads are pretty good, especially to me because I be in that bitch starving. Because I don't eat the food and I don't even like the commissary food. So, honey, everybody going to everybody who get commissary anyways, they going to their commissary. She don't get nothing. So I had went downstairs where she was. I gave her a honey bun. As she say, I gave her a noodle because they don't say a pack of noodles or noodles. It's just, ma'am. This how she'll come up to you. She'll come and knock on your door. This is what she did to me one night. She was like, ma'am, she knocked on the door. I said, come in, Ashley. Like, what's up? She was like, ma'am, I was just wondering, do you have a noodle I can have? And I would be extremely blessed if you could give me a noodle and some chips. Baby, fuck around, give her a noodle and some chip, she finna cuss your ass the fuck out soon as she get it. So her birthday, Dimple J, you think I'm playing, you laughing. I'm so serious, my right hand to God. Her birthday was that Tuesday, girl. A noodle. That's how they say it in jail, and it drive me crazy, Dimple J. Like, why don't y'all just say a pack of noodles? Them motherfuckers be walking around there. You want a noodle? You want a noodle? No, I don't want no fucking noodle. I don't. I got my own noodle. I don't want y'all noodle. But anyways, her birthday is Tuesday. We got our commissary. I had ordered honey buns and everything. I gave her a honey bun. I gave her a noodle. I gave her two of my I love Tootsie Roll Pops, y'all. I love them. I had ordered like 20 Tootsie Roll Pops. I gave her two Tootsie Roll Pops. And I ordered the little Kool-Aid thing because my homegirl Keita, she wanted them and she didn't have enough on her commissary, but Kitty had ended up leaving. So I was giving them out too. So I had gave her some of them. Y'all, soon as I gave Ashley the shit, she cussed me out like a dog. Cussed me out like I hadn't gave a shit. And it was so funny because y'all know I'm goofy. I told her, I was like, you sure right, Ashley? I said, she gonna get. Now, I knew I was going home. I just didn't know when I was going home. And I definitely didn't know I was going home that next damn morning. I told her, you sure right. I said, you ain't gonna have none of this shit in the morning when it's your actual birthday. Because before we all gave her stuff, we was like, Ashley, you want it tonight or you want to wait till tomorrow when it's your actual birthday? Um, I'll be blessed. I'll be blessed if y'all just go ahead and give it to me tonight. So we blessed her. Baby, as soon as I blessed her, y'all, she cussed me out like a dog. But I wasn't the only one got cussed out. That's just what she do. Like you give her some, you give her a noodle, you give her a chip, and she finna cuss your ass out. I told her, I said, you gonna be hungry tomorrow. So when I got up, I had got up about 8 o'clock that morning and brushed my teeth and washed my face and shit, and then I laid back down. So about 10, I think who was there that day? Miss Annette. She the lieutenant of the jail. She came, she opened up the door. She was like, Alan. I hate when they call my name and they're like, what do y'all want? And she was like, get your man, get your stuff. It's time for you to go. Everybody, as soon as they hear your name get called, especially if it's after commissary. What you gonna do with your commissary? I said, y'all can have it. I said, whatever y'all want to do with this bag, take it. Baby, this y'all, get 'em up. When Miss Nick called my name, y'all, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I know damn well I gotta take this mat down there. I gotta get these people towels. I gotta get my boxes and clothes and shit that mama and them done brought down here. Y'all jumped up so fucking fast. I didn't have nothing in my hand. I mean, absolutely nothing. Got all the way down the steps. Mr. Nell was like, where you mat? Where your towels? I was like, shit. I said, I'm finna go get it. Baby, I ran my fat ass back up them steps, honey. Rolled them covers up in that mat so fast. Had I already told him, like, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Just come and sit bed. I don't care. If y'all gonna sit here and argue about it, I won't be here to hear it. But I ran my fat ass back down this step. Miss Annette was laughing. She was like, you ready to go? I said, you know I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go. I was ready to go a week ago. She was tickled back when I walked past that little door, honey. I seen my mama sitting right there. I was like, that. There go my girl. Her finally came and got me, honey. Baby, I was running like Forrest Gump, and I don't run nowhere, Dimples J. Baby, I got up so fast, knowing damn well they ain't finna even let you leave out the pod. If you ain't got your mat and your blankets and that cover, I mean, them towels, you can't even get. They finna leave your ass right there in that pile, baby. I jogged my fat ass up them steps so fast. They was like, what you gonna do? You live in your boxes. But if y'all want to put y'all puss in some of my puss done been in, get it. Get it. I left all my clothes on my bed and everything because I told you I was in the cell by myself and I'm going to sleep on the floor. I'm not sleeping on the top or the bottom bunk. I slept on the bunk one night on that bottom bunk. And it was so hard. I'm like, man, I'll take the floor. In the middle of the night, I got up and put my mat down there and got my ass on this floor. But baby, honey, Miss Annette called my name. I got up so fast, baby. I had grabbed nothing. And I had ordered me toothpaste, a whole new toothbrush, because the little toothbrush they give you, y'all. When I tell y'all, the little bristles be all in between your teeth. It's a mess, guys. It's a mess. And that's why I said, like, with this whole everything what's going on now, if I do have to go to prison, I would just rather them just go ahead and send me to prison. I don't want to stay in the county. Even though county time count, I don't want to stay in the county because it's ridiculous. Like, it's so nasty. They don't want to clean out their cells. They don't want to do nothing. It's one cell. The light don't even work in there. So, first of all, at nighttime it's real deal dark. Like, can't see your hand in front of your face type dark. Then during the day, it was these two white girls, Jessica and Haley was in the cell together. They'll just stay in the cell, which I'm cool with staying in the cell because I like to stay in my cell too. But at nighttime, man, you ain't even got no light to get turned off. And the cell I was in, y'all, the door was messed up. It didn't lock. All I would think about was, man, what Ashley crazy ass get out of her cell and come up these steps, bother me, and I can't even see to fight back. Just get punched while I'm laying down here on this floor, and I can't even see to jump up fast enough to fight back. Y'all, it's just a mess. So everybody who want me to go to prison, just know I don't want to go to prison. But if I have to go anywhere, I would rather them skip me on the county jail shit. Go ahead and give me my ADC number and let me go on and get that time over with, honey. Let me go on and do that right there. Because that county is too nasty. Bitches don't want to bathe and shit. Then Ashley want to bath and come out the shower and just walk around the pile out butt naked. But I got time for that shit. It's the same people in the county. I don't want to see their ass no more. If I gotta go somewhere, I want to see. Let me see some new people. What's up, Nisha TT? Let me see some new people I ain't never seen before. The one girl down there, she lying to everybody like she was this big queen pin, and I know her. I just let her tell her whole fucking lie. Nah, baby, and in my head, all I'm thinking is, girl, you ain't never sell no drugs a day in your life, bitch. Now you did drugs. You did drugs. You took a nap on since I've been live, Miss Ion. I'm finna get my butt up off here. I'm finna get my tail up off of here, honey. But yes, that's one message I want to leave all of the even my supporters. Whatever happened, y'all just know I don't want to sit in no county no long ass time, y'all. If I gotta go to prison, I really just send me there first. Don't put me in a county jail. I'm a big girl. I'm not a scary punk. Like, I don't bother people in jail. I'm not worried about nobody bothering me or no shit like that. I ain't got time. I don't want to sit in no fucking county jail, man. She live in the same town, Gamma. I had just had a man. I was so shocked to see her back in jail. I guess she was shocked to see my ass back in there too. I had just had Ashley on my live like 2 weeks before it wasn't even 2 weeks. It was maybe like a week before I went to jail. I had just had Ashley on my live, but this I was going to work one morning and it's this cemetery. It ain't the big cemetery, but it's a cemetery that old cemetery Ashley was walking on the highway butt naked. And all I'm thinking, I said, Ashley gonna go to jail. I said, they're gonna arrest her ass. And I don't know if that's what she ended up going to jail for or what. But I had just had Ashley on my live over in the hood. It was one of my court days. And I was just hanging out before I went to court. And she was in the hood. I had gave her a little alcoholic beverage and everything, honey. She cussed me out after I did that. She had got bad at me for something, honey. But I bet she, like I said, she probably was just as shocked to see me back in there as I was to see her back in there. But with Ashley, they put that girl in jail, and she don't need to be in jail. They'll put Ashley in jail for like indecent exposure, which I know that's against the law, but okay, she's homeless. She don't have no clothes. Give her some clothes or something and just take her to the mental place. Because the whole time, this last time I was down there, I think they let Ashley out her cell maybe 2 days the whole time. They leave it up to all of the other inmates. It was 19 of us in there. If all 18 say we don't want Ashley to come out the cell, they won't let her out her cell. And even though they do that for a reason, because when they let her out, she always starting shit with people. That's still not right. Because I'm sure that might be why she act the way she act when she get out. She watching us be able to like sit around, watch TV, play cards. They be playing dominoes, different little shit like that, having phone calls and stuff like that. Yes, honest to God, Gamma, that's how they do her. They'll ask us, y'all want Ashley out today? And it's like a majority rule type thing. And almost everybody gonna say no because we know she gonna come out and start some ruckus. When it's time to eat, they come in with the trays. Ashley don't get a regular tray like we do. They put Ashley food on the paper plate, and they go take it to her, open up her cell. They keep her door locked all day. Like everybody else, when breakfast come, they unlock the cells and your cell is unlocked until it's locked down again. She is the only one who her cell is locked all day. They take her food. When they come back to get the trays, they'll go in there and they'll get her tray, and she don't get to come out. Now, if we just being nice or we feel like she ain't gonna show out or nothing, they come in there asking like, y'all want Ashley out today? We be like, yeah, let her out. But half the time when they let her out, she don't even make it out for 2 hours because she gets to start and stuff. It's so wrong. It's so terrible, Gamma, like it's so terrible. And she, like, one day she came out. I think she may have been out. She was out a while that day. But she showered. And she don't even be showering. She'll just go in there like she showered. She'll walk out the shower butt naked, walk around the whole pod, walk up the steps butt naked. She just do weird stuff. And that's the type of stuff they'll come and they be like, okay, get in your cell. Now she got to go back in the cell. Like sometimes it's really where I know I have a heart. Like, man, y'all want Ashley out today, and they be like, no, Ashley ain't gonna do nothing but ask for a noodle and little stuff like that. But it's not right. It's so not right because that's not where she needs to be. She don't belong in jail. She's not even, like I said. I know it's against the law to walk around butt naked, but they know she has a mental problem. Ashley get it. She'll pick up the phone and just sit there and push numbers. Ain't calling nobody. Put the phone up to her head, act like she talking to people. And I asked one day, I was like, "You want to use my calling card?" I don't know anyone's number. But she'll sit there and try to tear up the phone so we can't use the phone. Or she'll just stand there and act like she on the phone with somebody and don't be on the phone. It's a sad place. One thing about it, a lot of people Like even these people on YouTube, they say I'm comfortable, I'm fine going to jail. I'm not fine going to jail. I'm not comfortable going to jail. I just understand like there are consequences behind my actions. Like what I said is what I said. And I gotta deal with that. And shit, if you can't change it, you can't change it. Like that's just where I am with it. What's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. Have I gave up faith like with God, and I know God can do anything and everything. But at the end of the day, like I always say, if he don't do this situation right here, I still know he can. I ain't gonna die in there, that's for sure. I ain't gonna go crazy, like none of that type of shit. Now the very, very first time I went to jail in 2021, baby, when I came home, I was crazy as a shit house rat. I was scared of everything. I was scared of my son's dogs. Baby, I was scared of everything. I went out. This how crazy I was, gamma. I went out and bought dolls, son. I went and bought me and Katie matching dolls and every damn thing. And it's not, even my cousins be laughing at me like, well, you act like you fine with it. No, I'm not fine with it. But what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. I know how the court go. It don't matter what shit. It don't matter if the best lawyer, the worst lawyer, public defender, none of that. What the prosecutor and the judge decide to do is what they decide to do. And I don't know if these people think I'm just supposed to go crazy or lose. I don't know what the fuck they think I'm gonna lose my mind. No, I'm not gonna do that. Cause like I say, I gotta come home. I will come back home. Now I pray that it at the most 120 days I could do. I could do whatever they give me. I'm keeping my face gamma. And see, this is the thing. Like it's a lot of my supporters that don't. Even my mama, she don't like for me to talk about it because she say it's like I'm giving up or not trusting God. I trust God. God knows that I trust Him, but I'm a realist. I don't want to just bam, you gotta go to jail, and it's just like, no, like it's just to me, it's just like being a big girl and shit facing the music. It is what it is. Do that mean I'm not gonna miss the people I love and stuff like that? Of course I will. Of course I will. But I know I ain't gonna die. I thank God that my kids are of age. Even Katie. Is Katie is at a tender age. One thing that I am, this is the main thing I think about with Katie. Like girls, the stuff that girls go through. Like my baby starting her cycle and I might not be here. Look, stuff like that. But even with that, like I don't believe that I know for a fact my children are not upset with me about this situation. I talk to my kids just like I talk to y'all. I talk to my kids. I talk to them more. I know my boys are gonna make sure they sister all right. Katie did him. I already told y'all like he have stepped up in a major way since all this stuff been going on. He know what I need him to do. My mama got the best mama in the world. Like I ain't worried about that. And the one thing that was worrying me the most was like mama when they was talking about she may had to have that surgery. That was driving me crazy because I didn't want to be gone and my mama had to have a life changing surgery and I wasn't here to help her, you know, get over that type of stuff. But yeah, Katie understands a lot. Do that mean Katie don't? Now I'll never lie. Like Katie don't cry, and she haven't cried since the first time I went to jail. on this stuff right here that I've been dealing with. That was in November, last November. Katie done broke down one time, and that was the last time I went to court because I really thought I was going to jail that day for a long time. And the night before, it was that Sunday night because most of my court dates are on Mondays. We stayed up that whole Sunday night. I talked to my girl. I had already talked to the boys. I talked to the boys about it way more than I talked to Katie about it because I don't want it just sitting on her mind. When I talked to Katie and she was like, Mom, I understand. I have asked her several times, are you mad at me? Do you feel like I let you down? Like, I do all of those. Like, I talk to my kids like they my friends. Even with my mom, I done asked mom, like, Mom, you mad at me? Have I let you down, like, with this stuff right here? And just the fact that in this, one thing about my mama have never held me, like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. She gonna tell me. And just because mama know in this situation right here, all this shit is dumb. It's bogus as fuck. Motherfucker feelings is just hurt. I haven't touched nobody physically. Now what my mouth can do, hurt feelings real bad. But as far as me touching somebody and being this old violent person that they trying to act like I am, I'm not. As long as I know my mama and my kids, like they don't hate me or they not upset with me about nothing, I'm fine. And I want everybody like to please believe that I'm fine. I never say, oh, they can send me to jail today. Hell no. That ain't what I want. But I know what's gonna happen is gonna happen. As long as you feel like you don't, right, you can. Yeah, that's it. And that's all I can do, Gamma. I haven't stopped praying. I still got faith. I'm gonna keep my faith. Regardless of what happened, I'm gonna keep my faith. I'm gonna pray. I pray in jail, honey. I'm gonna continue to pray. And I will be okay. I'm a very big girl. I'm a very, very big girl. And for anybody talking about, I can't talk about my case, baby, if I want to say I am sick of this shit, I can say that this is my case. I am sick of it. I'm sick of being harassed because I get harassed. The only thing where I messed up throughout this whole situation, I don't press charges on people. I have said that y'all done heard me say on the live, like, press charges on somebody for what? Like, a motherfucker ain't touched me. The only thing, the worst that has been done to me is me being taken away from my kids and being taken away from my mama. But, like, man, go. And I didn't want to do that type of stuff because I don't feel like fighting evil with evil gonna get me nowhere. Now, after so long, you force my hand, you just force my hand. But just going to file charges on somebody who ain't did shit to me, man, that's weird to me. That's crazy. And I just don't believe God will be on my side doing no stuff like that. And in the same breath, like my auntie told me, she was like, I don't believe God is gonna punish you for a bunch of lies. And I don't either. And if I do have to go somewhere, I'm not gonna look at it as God punishing me. Not for this. I done said plenty of times, okay, maybe it's something I did a while ago. Because karma is real. Maybe it's something I did and got away with it, and God just, okay, like, you going to go sit down for a little while. I look at it like that before I look at it as I'm getting in trouble for some now ass shit. Because what's going on now is it's a bunch of bullshit, and I'm ready for it to be over with. I say that with my chest. Can't nobody tell me I can't speak on my case. This is my case. This is my life. I've been going to jail. I done been to jail 7 times since November. If I say I want it over, baby, I mean I want it over. Whatever is going to happen, I want it to happen. Because the sooner it happens, the sooner it'll be over with. I hope. I ain't never been in prison and no shit like that before, but I know once that time start counting, that time gonna count. And it'll be over. And that's all I want is I want this shit behind me. I've already learned my lesson. I heard ass granny ugly ass talking about I need to go to jail at least for a few years. Okay, ass granny, if that's what you think, that's what you think. However long, if I do have to go, baby, you ain't gotta worry about talking about that's the only thing that's gonna change me. I done changed already. When it comes, I know I done changed because if I hadn't changed, I would have other these little charges I got. This ain't shit. I would have been untouched somebody or something like this. So, ex granny, you don't know me. You know this YouTube Brittany Badass. You don't know Brittany Dakota Allen personally, like in real life. Because if I hadn't changed, first of all, I haven't fought nobody since 2021. That's all I used to do. This the longest I done went, and the shit with Ashley and jail, that don't even count. This the longest I done went my whole life without fighting. So you do not know me, lady, at all. Because if I hadn't changed, I would have been in prison, not in the county. They probably would have took my ass straight to prison because I would have been did some real bad stuff to some people. But I have learned. But just because I don't learn, that don't mean that the court ain't got to do what they got to do. Like, that's just common sense. Hey, Granny, you shut up. You talk so much. Yes, God will guide me, Miss Ione. I know He will. I know He will. And that's that on that. But they blew me, honey, talking about I can't talk about my court case. Why? It's mine. And the most I'm going to say about this court case is what I have been saying. I'm ready for it to be over with. That's on all three of my kids' life and my mama's. I'm ready for it to be over with. I sit at the table with my mama. I don't know if that was Thursday night or what. And I told her the same exact thing. Like, Mom, I'm tired of this. I'm ready to get this behind me so I can go on with my life. I don't believe if I do have to go, this is to you, ex Granny. You said that's the only thing that's going to change me. No, it ain't. I done changed already. I see, I know for a fact myself, I wasn't taking probation. It has nothing to do with the charges and none of that. I wasn't taking the probation stuff serious for real. This time it's totally different. Like flunking them drug tests, all this stuff I was doing. My record with my probation officer, good. Tim Blair and them, good. I was playing with them people like they wouldn't lock me up for not paying them. They wouldn't lock me up for flunking drug tests. Y'all, them folks knew I was still, y'all knew I was smoking weed and evil bitches was calling and having random drug tests done and stuff like that. But yes, I'm just ready for it to be over and done with. And that's that on there. Like I said, if I do have to go somewhere, I know how to read. Y'all write me some letters and stuff like that, honey. My girl right here, she'll make sure I keep pictures. Cause I'm not into all that technology stuff. Like, let me make sure I have pictures of my kids and stuff like that. Honey. She know how to go on my Facebook page and go and do all of those type of stuff, which I'm not just hoping that that's what happened or preparing or planning on that happening, but I ain't gonna let none just catch me off guard or by surprise. I don't want to be like that. You got some people that go to court thinking they gonna just walk out the courtroom. Oh, baby, you must ain't never been to court before, honey. If you think you're just gonna walk in a courtroom with an attorney or without an attorney in Arkansas County and just guaranteed to walk home, that's not how it works. The day I went to jail, and all I had to do was go to court for a plea day, and I ended up going to jail. That was when I went there Thursday, and he OR'd me out there Friday morning. They right there showed me like, man, you can go to jail just 'cause they want you to go to jail, and that alone makes it just like, okay, girl, be prepared, expect the best, but be prepared for the worst. And I think anybody going through any type of legal trouble, you should be the same. Walk up in there thinking you just gonna bring your ass home if you want to. That's what's gonna mess you up when you have to take your ass to jail and you was so ready to go back home. Oh, I can't believe it, I can't believe it. No, I ain't finna be on no can't believe nothing. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it to myself. I talk to my kids so they won't be on no, she gone, she gone. Yeah, y'all knew this was a possibility. Knew this was a possibility. I try to, especially when it's like time for court dates and shit. Okay, let me make sure my girl's straight on this, my girl's straight on that. At least like hair and shit like that. Cause y'all know she got them dreads. Make sure her hair's straight. And just the little simple stuff. They talking about years and years and years. No, God ain't gonna do me like that. I ain't killed nobody, guys. Y'all gotta stop the lies. Stop the lies, okay? If I see, and when I say 15 years, that's what each charge can carry. But I have not been found guilty of nothing. I ain't even had a plea day. This is the crazy part, y'all. I have not even had plea day on my new charges. I have not had plea day yet. I got a court date real soon. Too soon, if you ask me. And two more that followed it. And I honestly wish they could do all three of them in one day, just so I could have this shit over and done with. But that ain't how it work. So Bama, like I told you when I first came on here, sweetheart, if I do go to prison, when I get out, um, I hope your son have his diploma and be walking. Granford, I hope you have your own home and your mom have a tombstone. Let me see who else. Chrissy, I don't hope nothing good for your motherfucking ass. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bitch. I hope if you do got congestive heart failure, it been done took your ass out. Like I get a letter saying that you croaked or some shit like that. If I do have to go away, I hope you don't even be living no more when I make it out. Let me see who else I might want to wish a little bad on. And y'all know my words don't mean it's gonna happen to y'all. I'm just telling y'all since y'all can tell me what y'all want to happen to me. Let me tell y'all what I want to happen to y'all. Okay, I got Bam, I got Chrissy. Rita, I just hope if I do go anywhere, by the time I come home, your teeth be fixed and caveman fucking teeth be fixed. Let me see. Who I miss, guys? Let me think. I think that's it. And if it ain't, I remember and I'll talk about it tomorrow. Let me see. Bama ugly ass. Granford. Oh, that other person, she don't even count. She'll still be singing somewhere more, more. Like she'll still be singing with her retarded ass. They know who they is, and they know if I don't like you now, I'm not gonna like you then either. It don't matter how much time go by. If I don't like your ass now, I'm still not gonna like you. Ex granny, Girl, you'll probably dead. And I ain't even wishing it on you. I ain't wishing it on nobody. But again, you'll probably dead, honey. And if you're not dead, I hope you don't let your hair grow out enough to where you ain't gotta keep putting them fucking oodle noodles and ugly ass wigs on your head, girl. Good night, Gam. I'm finna get off here too, honey. Cause I do have, I don't even know what time it is because I can't see because I'm on my phone. I gotta get up so I can make sure this girl go to church, honey. Y'all have a great, great Sunday. And I will probably talk to y'all later on today. Love y'all. Mwah.